7 things you need to know to live a happy life. Imagine waking up each day feeling at peace, knowing that happiness is not something you need to chase, but something you create. What if I told you that the key to a fulfilled life lies not in the circumstances around you, but in the way you view yourself and the world? Today, I invite you to discover the timeless truths that will transform the way you live, the way you think, and the way you experience joy. This isn't just a speech. It's a roadmap to a life of happiness that you have the power to create. Stay with me. Number 1, happiness is internal, not external. We often find ourselves searching for happiness in the external world, through our careers, relationships, or material possessions. We believe that if we have more, do more, or achieve more, happiness will naturally follow. But here's the truth. True happiness is not something found outside of you. It is cultivated within. Pause for a moment and reset your mindset. When was the last time you felt truly content without needing anything extra? Happiness is not about having the newest car, the perfect job, or endless admiration from others. It is an internal state of being, a choice that we make every day. The pursuit of external things may bring temporary joy, but they are fleeting. Once acquired, they quickly lose their ability to bring lasting fulfillment. So, where do we find happiness? In the way we view the world and ourselves. It comes from within, from cultivating inner peace and aligning our thoughts and actions with our values. When you accept that happiness is an internal state, you realize that no external circumstance can define your peace of mind. Whether you face success or failure, joy is not determined by what happens around you, but by how you respond to it. Think about it. What would it feel like to free yourself from the constant chase for more? To be content with who you are and what you have right now. This mindset shift allows you to live in alignment with your inner self, unaffected by the world's chaotic demands. When you stop searching for happiness in external sources, you will finally be able to experience the deep, lasting joy that comes from knowing you are whole, complete, and enough just as you are. Number 2, control what you can, accept what you cannot. One of the most powerful lessons we can learn in life is the understanding that there are things we can control and things we cannot. So much of our stress and unhappiness comes from trying to control the uncontrollable. Other people's actions, the outcomes of situations, or the unpredictable nature of life itself. But true happiness arises when we focus on what we can control and release the need to control everything else. Let's pause and reset our perspective. How many times have you found yourself frustrated by things beyond your control? A difficult colleague, a flat tire, or a global event that impacts your life? The more we try to bend the world to our will, the more exhausted and disillusioned we become. But here's the powerful truth. You can't control everything, but you can control how you respond. The key to happiness lies in focusing your energy on the aspects of life you can influence. Your thoughts, your actions, and your mindset. How you choose to react to circumstances is within your control. Life will continue to present challenges, but your response, whether you react with calm, frustration, or acceptance, defines your experience. By choosing how to respond, you take back your power. What would happen if you stopped wasting energy on the things outside of your control? Imagine freeing yourself from the weight of expectations, from the need to control other people or the outcome of every situation. Instead, you embrace acceptance and resilience. You realize that your happiness is not tied to the events around you, but to your ability to navigate them with grace and wisdom. When you focus on controlling what you can, your thoughts and actions, you unlock a profound sense of peace, freedom, and happiness. You let go of the burden of perfection and begin to live with clarity and purpose. Number 3, cultivate gratitude. In a world constantly focused on what we lack or what we want to change, It's easy to forget what we already have. But here's a transformative thought. True happiness doesn't come from what we don't have. It comes from appreciating what we already do. Practicing gratitude shifts our focus from scarcity to abundance, and in doing so it nurtures our inner peace and joy. Pause for a moment and reset your mindset. When was the last time you truly appreciated something in your life, no matter how small it seemed? Maybe it was a simple smile from a friend, the warmth of the sun on your face, or the comfort of your home. Gratitude doesn't require grand gestures. It's about recognizing the countless blessings around us every single day. When you begin to actively seek out and appreciate the things you often take for granted, you open the door to a deeper, more lasting happiness. Gratitude has the power to change how we experience the world. It reframes our thinking, helping us see the beauty in the everyday. Instead of focusing on what's missing, gratitude reminds us of what we already have. When you shift your attention from lack to abundance, you fill your heart with contentment. This doesn't mean ignoring challenges or pretending that life is perfect, but rather finding the silver linings even in adversity. Gratitude allows us to appreciate the journey, not just the destination. Think about it. What would your life look like if every day you took a moment to acknowledge something you are grateful for? That simple act has the power to transform your perspective and fill you with peace and joy. Gratitude doesn't just enhance your happiness, it amplifies it, turning ordinary moments into profound experiences of joy and fulfillment. Number 4, live in accordance with virtue. In our pursuit of happiness, we often look outward, seeking approval, success, or material possessions. But true fulfillment doesn't lie in external achievements. It lies in living with virtue, in aligning our actions with the highest principles of integrity, courage, and wisdom. Happiness is born from living in accordance with our deepest values, not from accumulating things or meeting societal expectation. Take a moment to reset your focus. When was the last time you made a decision based solely on what was right, rather than what was easy or beneficial in the short term? Living with virtue means acting in harmony with your true self, choosing integrity over convenience and courage over fear. It is not about perfection, but about consistently striving to be your best, no matter the circumstances. When you live in alignment with virtue, every action you take becomes an expression of your highest values. Whether it's treating others with kindness, making thoughtful choices, or speaking the truth, these small decisions create a ripple effect that leads to greater inner peace and happiness. It's through virtuous actions that we find a life of true meaning. These actions don't just serve others, they serve us too, filling us with a sense of pride and satisfaction that external success never can. Now, let's reset again. What if every decision you made was guided by virtue? Imagine living each day with clarity and confidence, knowing you are always acting in accordance with your deepest beliefs. This isn't just a path to a happier life, it's a path to a life that feels aligned, meaningful, and authentic. By embracing virtue, you create a foundation of happiness that is unshaken by the fleeting challenges of the outside world. Number 5, embrace adversity. Life is not a smooth, unbroken path. It is filled with unexpected challenges, obstacles, and hardships. But here is a truth that can transform your life. Adversity is not your enemy, it is your teacher. The difficulties you face are opportunities to grow, to become stronger, wiser, and more resilient. They are the crucibles in which your true character is forged. Let's reset your thinking for a moment. How often do you find yourself avoiding discomfort or running from challenges? We've all been there, wishing for an easier road, but the truth is that challenges are unavoidable and often necessary for growth. Without struggle, there is no progress. When we face adversity head-on, we learn lessons that no comfort or ease could ever teach us. It is through adversity that we cultivate resilience, and resilience is the foundation of true happiness. When we embrace adversity, we stop seeing it as something to fear and instead recognize it as part of the journey. Every challenge you face, whether personal, professional, or emotional, holds the potential to help you discover new strengths and develop a deeper sense of inner peace. Instead of seeing hardships as setbacks, view them as stepping stones toward a more fulfilled life. The process of overcoming adversity builds a sense of achievement and pride that contributes to a deeper, more lasting happiness. What would happen if you began to welcome challenges rather than avoiding them? Imagine stepping into each difficulty with confidence, knowing it's an opportunity to grow and refine yourself. When you embrace adversity with this mindset, it no longer has the power to disrupt your happiness. Instead, it becomes the catalyst for your personal transformation, leading you to a life of unshakable strength and fulfillment. Number 6. Detach from desires and attachments. In the pursuit of happiness, many of us are constantly chasing after the next thing, a promotion, a new car, a perfect relationship. We are led to believe that once we attain these things, we will finally be fulfilled. However, true happiness is not found in the pursuit of fleeting desires or attachments. Instead, it is found in letting go of the belief that our happiness is tied to external things. Let's reset for a moment. Think about how often you attach your happiness to something outside yourself, whether it's achieving a goal, owning a possession, or gaining someone's approval. When we attach ourselves to these desires, we inadvertently set ourselves up for disappointment. These things are temporary, and once we achieve them, we often find ourselves wanting more. This endless cycle of desire creates a false sense of fulfillment that can never truly satisfy us. The key to lasting happiness lies in detachment, learning to let go of the attachment to material possessions, achievements, or the approval of others. When we detach from our desires, we free ourselves from the endless pursuit of things that do not bring lasting peace. It is not that we should stop pursuing goals or enjoying life's pleasures, but rather that we should approach them with a sense of detachment. We must understand that our happiness does not depend on them. What would happen if you stopped measuring your happiness by external achievements or possessions? Imagine living each day with the freedom to enjoy life as it is, without the pressure to constantly attain more. When you detach from desires and attachments, you open the door to a profound sense of inner peace. You no longer place your happiness in the hands of fleeting things, but instead find joy in the present moment, knowing that true fulfillment comes from within. Number 7. Live in the present moment. We often spend our days either looking back at the past or worrying about the future, and in doing so, we miss out on the only moment that truly exists, the present. The past is gone, and the future has yet to come, but right now you have the power to create a life full of joy and fulfillment. Living in the present moment is one of the most powerful practices for happiness, as it allows you to experience life fully and appreciate the richness of the now. Let's reset for a moment. How often do you find yourself thinking about past regrets or future anxieties? It's easy to get trapped in the cycle of replaying old mistakes or worrying about things that might never happen. But here's the truth. Worrying about the past or future steals your happiness in the present. It takes you out of the now, where true joy can be found. Living in the present moment means being fully aware of your thoughts, feelings, and surroundings without judgment or distraction. It's about immersing yourself in each experience, no matter how small or mundane it may seem. When you focus on the present, you stop waiting for the perfect moment or when things get better, and you begin to embrace the beauty of what is. This is where happiness lives, in the here and now. What would it feel like to fully embrace this moment, free from regrets about the past or worries about the future? Imagine experiencing life with presence, savoring each interaction, each task and each breath. Living in the present is liberating, as it frees you from the burden of time and allows you to experience peace and happiness in its purest form. When you make the present your focus, you unlock a world of joy that was always available to you, waiting to be discovered. Happiness is not a distant goal, but a choice you make every day. By focusing on what you can control, embracing adversity, living with virtue, cultivating gratitude, detaching from fleeting desires, and fully living in the present, you lay the foundation for a life rich with peace and fulfillment. Remember, happiness is an inside job, one that comes from your mindset, your actions, and your willingness to embrace life as it is. Thank you for joining me on this journey. I wish you all the best as you step forward, empowered, wise, and ready to live a life of true happiness.